got the timing wrong, okay? That's true. She was not late. She's Vice President of Global Research and Product Development. And that's a great title for someone who has been in that field literally for 20 years, doing research and development, skincare research. That's her side of the house. She earned her bachelor's with honors in both biochemistry and pharmacology, and her doctor's also from Leeds University, a prestigious university in England. And she's a wonderful speaker, charming person, and I was so impressed that on the Team Elite cruise we just got back from in Norway, that all of the big three were there, and it was a working exercise for them. They got to enjoy the trip, but they were also in various teaching segments the whole time explaining the new products that were coming out. So you are in for a treat. How about on your feet for Dr. Helen Knaggs?
Hey everyone. Hello. Hello. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Well, it's lovely to see so many of you here today, and I'm always delighted to have this opportunity to present to you and talk about some of the things that I love at Nu Skin. So let's see if we've got some slides. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, not yet. Aha. Okay. So you guys were running a bit ahead of schedule. So actually I was upstairs with Truman, and we were actually discussing some of the products that we're going to be launching in the future in 2017. But I got this urgent call to come down now, come and speak now. Okay, so this is me, and this was a couple of years ago now. I'm receiving an award here for innovation. But the reason why this was so special for me is obviously I'm British, and my parents, they still live in England, and they were over visiting me in Utah at the time of the award ceremony, and they were able to join me. And when I look back on my childhood and think about how it is I got to where I am today, I often think about breakfast and my mum sitting at the table with a row of bottles in front of her and dishing out one pill from each one to herself and my dad. And I'm, 8-year-old thinking, what on earth is she doing? And it kind of piqued my curiosity. And then, I started to learn about human biology and learn about vitamins and minerals, because of course my mum had cottoned on to something way back then, that it's important to have a healthy diet and to look after our nutrition. So that really got me started, I think. And my parents are coming out next week. They're getting on a plane. My mum is 87 this year, and my dad is going to be 83, 84 this year. So they're probably going to kill me next week when they meet me for telling everybody their ages. Okay, so this is where we are today, and I'm lucky to come here to work every day. Our lovely headquarters here in Provo. And we've got a lot of new space and new facilities. The building opened in September of 2013. But I always say, it's the atrium, as you can see, is pretty impressive. And we've got this lovely green space, but to me, it's not about the size of the atrium. It's about the quality of the individuals that I come to work with every day. And that is the most important thing to me that drives my interest and keeps me motivated. And it's, I'm really proud of being able to work with such a wonderful team of people, such as Joe and Mark and all of the scientists that we've recruited here at Nu Skin. And here is a picture of Kelsey, and you may have seen her. She works in the formulation lab, and she's really been a big part of developing products like Future Serum, and also products that are coming in the future for ageLOC Me. And as you've walked around this building, you have seen several different laboratories, and I'm just going to take a few minutes now to describe what goes on in those labs. So the majority of our personal care products start their little lives in our formulation lab, which is at the far end of the second floor. And we make many, many hundreds of prototypes. And once we've got several that look interesting, then we like to torture them. And we do that in our stability room, and we subject them to really high temperatures, really cold temperatures, and freeze-thaw cycles, right? And it's only those prototypes that survive that torturing process that will go on. And we also have a micro lab that's been specially designed with some really unique airflow to test the robustness of the preservative system of our products. And these are ways that we can guarantee the quality of our new skin products that we provide to you and that you build your businesses with. So, as you go through this, as you walk along the second floor here and you look into the labs, think about these products that you handle, that you're using to drive your businesses, and the amount of testing that we do prior to actually giving them and providing them to our distributors. We also have a clinical lab, and that's up on the third floor, and this is where we start to put our personal care formulations on people. And we do two important types of tests. We do safety testing to make sure that they don't have any irritation or they don't produce any bad skin reactions or sensations. And we also do efficacy testing. And efficacy means product performance. And at New Skin, our products demonstrate a difference. That's something that we use as a competitive advantage for our products to give you guys the edge in a very competitive marketplace. Personal care is highly competitive. So how at New Skin do we give you an edge on that? Well, one way is that our products demonstrate a difference, and that we have proven that they demonstrate a difference because we've tested them on human subjects and we've substantiated all the claims. So all of that language that you see written on the products and written on the package, we have data to support that. And we don't just do our clinicals in-house, we do them at outside facilities in the US called contract research organizations, and we also do our clinicals overseas as well, because we recognize that people's skin is different. So it's important that we can ensure that we'll get the same level of results at other places in the world as we would expect in the US. We have a chemistry lab also on the second floor, and that ensures, again, it's looking at the quality and the components of the products that we sell to make sure that active components are in there at the right level and the right amount. And that's more important for the Pharmanex guys when their efficacy, when their product performance is being driven by a few really important key ingredients. So these labs and these tests that we do underpin our 6S quality process that's fundamental to the way that we develop our products. So just to give you just to give you an idea of the amount of work that we do in a year, here are some numbers. So last year was very busy for us. In personal care, we made over 700 lab batches. We worked on approximately 170 different formulas. Does anybody know why we were so busy? Anybody make a guess? We were working on ageLOC Me. So a lot of this work has gone into the ageLOC Me product. So we did all this, and I think some of us managed to get our car washed as well. Also, here is our clinical lab. The more prototypes that our lab produces, the more batches our lab produces, we run a lot of safety and efficacy tests. Another thing that I think is interesting for you guys to know is that when we produce product at a manufacturer, we keep retains of those. So if any of you, anywhere in the world, call up and say, well, I've got this product and it's turned green, or it's smelling odd, we can go back and we can look at the retained sample and we can do an investigation on what went wrong and fix the problem. All right, so you can see we have products in our pipeline, and we use scientific insights to help us develop our products today and our products in the future. So we don't do everything in-house as well. We have a scientific advisory board that consists of folk with many different backgrounds and different scientific expertises. So we have nutritionists, clinical biochemists, we have dermatologists, and these guys help bring us insights that they're aware of and that they see at conferences that may become product developments in the future, but they're helping to fuel our innovation. And these three handsome dudes, they make up LifeGen, and I'm often asked, why was the Nu Skin acquisition so important for Nu Skin? Why was the LifeGen acquisition so important for Nu Skin? And it's because this guy here, Rick Weindrich, he has his scientific career he devoted, so over 30 years of his research, his life, his passion has been to understand how nutrition influences the aging process. And his experiments that he set up and the data that he's generated has been at understanding that objective. And in acquiring LifeGen Technologies, it meant that Nu Skin had exclusive rights to his 30 years of data, which gives us an advantage when we're generating data, when we're doing new experiments, because we have a whole context, we have a whole world of things that we can help us to understand our new scientific findings. So one word to describe Nu Skin is innovative. And going forward, what we've been doing is looking at aging, and our products are looking at how to age gracefully. And we're looking at this both from the Pharmanex and the Nu Skin side of things, because really to offer optimal anti-aging solutions, you have to think about and do the best for your skin, but also the best for your bodies as well. So it's the combination of those two things that are going to provide consumers the most powerful anti-aging combination. And many companies offer products that target aging signs and symptoms. For example, improve the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. And Nu Skin has great products that improve the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles too. But the difference is that as scientists, we're also asking the question, why do we age? Why do we age from our body's biology, as well as why do we age in terms of the changes that affect our skin? And so we are looking at the sources of aging, which makes us unique compared to other companies in the marketplace. So the traditional approach to anti-aging is treating signs and symptoms, and one of the unique aspects of Nu Skin is to understand and identify and address the sources of aging. And the way that Nu Skin is doing this is by looking at our genes, and there's a wonderful array of different technologies that as scientists we get to use nowadays. One of these is the DNA microarray, and this allows us in one experiment to see what all of the genes in a cell are up to. You know, what are they doing? And we can use that data and help us develop information about, okay, so what are they doing when those cells get old? You know, what are they doing when those cells are young? What are those genes doing? How is that gene expression changing? We also have some newer technology called PCR, and this helps us get more quantitative information on a group of really important genes. So when we've honed in on a group of genes that are relevant for a particular aspect of aging, for example, maybe collagen production in the skin, which is an important skin component, then we can really hone in and get some great precise and quantitative data using this technology. And we look at these groups of genes. It's never just about looking at one gene. It's always about looking at how different genes are changing as we age and trying to balance that in a youthful way. You know, I'm really skeptical about headlines that I see in the popular press when some scientist or some academic institution or someone is claiming that they've discovered aging is due to one thing. Because I know, as I've got older, that many things are happening to my body, inside and out. And it just doesn't make sense to me scientifically how you can attribute all of those down to one thing. So for me, scientifically, it makes much more sense to look at groups of genes and look at how many things are changing as we age and try and address those in a much more balanced, holistic approach. So our work, our science at New Skin, has resulted in quite a lot of presentations in the scientific community, and it's rewarding for the scientists, but it's also a stamp of credibility for us in the scientific community, because to have work accepted at a scientific forum means that it's gone through some sort of a review process, and that it has been, deemed to be of sufficient merit that it can be presented in that scientific forum. So it's important, and it acts as a stamp of credibility for our science, that we're doing things that are novel, that have never been presented anywhere else. We also protect that science too. So it's important that we present work, but it's also important that we have patents that protect those scientific discoveries. So we need to see a balance of both things. Here's some recent publications. One of my scientists, Dale Kern, some of you may know Dale, he was at the World Congress of Dermatology last week that was in Vancouver. Next week I'm doing a webinar for cosmetic design, and for those opportunities, it was because we were invited to present. So again, it's a nice recognition of the work that we're doing at New Skin. So now let me talk a little bit about some of the products that these scientific insights have resulted in. And we're really pushing ahead. We have a very rapid product development process at New Skin, and that enables us to capture those scientific insights and use them to fuel our product development really, really fast. And one thing that you're familiar about is the ageLOC Youth product that's coming, right? So what is the science that has driven us to develop that product? So one of the things that excites me about our human biology, about what happens in our body, is the ability of our body to repair and to heal itself, right? We have a way of maintaining our own for doing our own maintenance, for doing our own cleanup. Our cells have their own repair systems. And we have healthy gene expression. And that enables our cells and our bodies to stay in a youthful state. And then on the global level, it enables our bodies to have systemic anti-aging benefits. So these mechanisms, these aging defense mechanisms, are in operation throughout our bodies. All of our major organs have aging defense mechanisms. They have the ability to clean up the trash and take out the trash and get rid of the garbage and to do a little bit of repair work if it's necessary. And those are our aging defense mechanisms that will help maintain our youthfulness. And we've done a lot of gene expression to really understand and dig into those. And ageLOC Youth is going to be the result of doing that gene expression work and understanding those changes and finding key components that can help contribute to maintaining youthfulness. Okay, so Well, another product that we're introducing that is going to be very revolutionary in the anti-aging space is in the personal care arena. And this is our ageLOC Me product. And I've talked to you, and I mentioned a few of my scientists that have worked with us on several of our products. And I wanted to bring one of those up on stage who has really poured her heart and soul into developing ageLOC Me, and she's sweated blood over this. So Ramona Gopal, please come and join me up on stage, and she's going to tell you a few words about ageLOC Me.
Thanks, Helen. You know, I've been in this industry for about 15 years now. And I've worked at some pretty high-profile Fortune 500 cosmetic companies, and I've never been more proud of any product I've developed than this ageLOC Me set of products. We worked tirelessly to be able to give you guys something that I think will revolutionize the personal care industry, and we'll have people looking at Nu Skin very differently. It'll put us in the spotlight as a leader in research and development, and I'm so proud of it. I mean, can't say anything, really, really proud of it. Like Helen said, we worked with a great team, so I definitely can't take credit for this. It was definitely a team effort. You guys, I don't know if this is the first time you're seeing this or if you've been introduced to it before, but it is definitely a smart device, and the only one in our industry that can deliver products like this in a hygienic way. It gives us the option to actually combine products that wouldn't normally be able to be combined together. For example, you know when you go shopping for skincare products, there is one product for every benefit on the skin. So you buy a hyperpigmentation product, you buy an anti-wrinkle product, you buy a sagging product. Rarely do you say one product to address everything. If that was the case, it would be the best product in the world, right? Well, on a technical level, that really isn't feasible to develop just one product that has all these benefits. Because different ingredients have different chemical characteristics. So it's really not feasible. What this device does is that it enables us to develop individual products targeting specific needs and then combining it into one super product. So you're technically getting everything you need for skin aging in one product, but delivered in different parts. Kind of makes sense? Yes. Really revolutionizing the way we look at skincare products and the way people purchase skincare products in the future. We have developed hundreds of formulas. We've made hundreds of batches. There are over 2,000 different combinations in ageLOC Me. I can't tell you the number of sleepless nights I've had trying to come up with a solution to a problem, of thinking about another way to do it. You know, just so much went into developing these products. We are so proud, and I hope you guys are proud too when it comes your way.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to take the opportunity to hear, you know, from someone who I mean, she has spent sleepless nights really laboring over some of these formulations that have gone into the device. The point here is we have used our scientific insights to give you first-rate, differentiated products. Both ageLOC Me and Youth are very different from other offerings from other companies. And you know, Youth is quite unique in that the technologies that have gone into that product are really hard to get in a traditional diet. So it's offering you something that will truly supplement and truly help to build the anti-aging components from the inside out. So those are what's coming very soon in the future. I think you guys have had the opportunity already to experience some of our epic essential oils. We have single oils, single options, and also blends, and a blending oil. And our epic essential oils are based on ethnobotanical wisdom and also modern science. So what does that mean? It means that we have used traditional knowledge about these oils, about the plants, but we've combined them with the rigor, the scientific rigor that we are renowned for at Nu Skin. So at the beginning I talked about making sure products were stable, making sure that products were safe. With the epic essential oils, we've really done a lot of homework to ensure and to analyze the constituents of the essential oils that we get from suppliers to ensure the quality of those components and really make sure that we're providing first-rate essential oils. There's certainly a lot of pressure. Ooh, the doors are opening. There's certainly a lot of pressure in the industry to contaminate oils, to put in ingredients that maybe shouldn't be there and that would not be found in the natural plant. And using a lot of the equipment that we have up in our analytical lab, we can certainly figure out which oils have been contaminated and which oils wouldn't be the true pure essential oil. So we've done a lot of homework here to provide really first-rate products and first-rate offerings. And some of you again may be familiar with Paul Cox, who we've worked with for a long time at Nu Skin. We've been fortunate enough to have a long relationship with Paul, and he has been really really part of building up our Epic brand and our Epic products, which are based on ethnobotanical wisdom. And again, this is our 6S process that we have applied to every one of our Epic essential oils to provide essential oils that have a really high level of scientific rigor. So just to summarize my presentation today, I've talked to you about, some of the competitive advantages that Nu Skin has, right? We offer unique opportunities. We offer opportunities that are backed with scientific rigor. We do our homework when we develop our products, and we look for insights that people haven't discovered before. We do science that gives us new data, new results, new scientific insights that we can use to fuel our product pipeline to allow us to provide products that are quite differentiated in a really competitive marketplace. And one of the ways that we're doing that at the moment is by investigating gene expression and understanding how we age at the level of our genes. And we have different technologies that we can use to measure our gene expression, and understanding those scientific insights and partnering with scientific experts in these fields is really delivering dividends in terms of providing our distributors with the next technology for anti-aging products. So thank you very much for your attention. Thank you.